Now NBC5 responds, at-home hair dye kits are something many people use, but do you really know what's inside those bottles?
Well, our partners at Consumer Reports found out. They tested some popular brands and learned that they contained chemicals that are potential health risks. Here's PJ Rendawa.
Jalissa Nunez prefers the convenience of dyeing her own hair at home, not only to save money, but to avoid the long hours at the hair salon.
Going to a salon would take me 4 or 5 hours versus me doing it at home, where it'll take me like 2 hours.
Store-bought hair dyes have been widely used for decades, and people have reported reactions such as skin irritation, itching, or burning. Consumer Reports tested 21 permanent, semi-permanent, and 2 hair chalks from major brands at an independent lab, screening the samples for volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, phthalates, and heavy metals. The results? Every product CR tested contained contaminants, but some had fewer toxins than others. With repeated use over time, some of these chemicals are linked to an increased risk of cancer, hormone disruption, and other health concerns.
Consumers deserve to actually know what's in the product, not just what the label actually lists. The research from our studies has reinforced that chronic, repeated exposure of hair dyes is actually a real concern.
Hair dye chemicals can be absorbed through the scalp, inhaled during application, or enter the body through irritated skin.
Products that are labeled as clean, natural, organic, or ammonia-free are not necessarily safer alternatives with respect to heavy metals, VOCs, and phthalates.
The Personal Care Products Council, an industry group, says that hair dyes are extensively tested and deemed safe, supported by decades of rigorous scientific research and consumer safety evaluations. If you use hair dyes, Consumer Reports suggest wearing gloves and using the products in a well-ventilated area. Perform a 48-hour patch test on a small area of skin prior to applying dye over the entire scalp. It's also important to never apply hair dye to irritated or broken skin. And if you have chemically straightened hair, experts recommend waiting at least a few weeks after using relaxers before using hair dye of any kind.
If you color your hair, consider temporary or semi-permanent dyes. They may lower your exposure to some of the harsher chemicals found in permanent options. And check out whether it has an expiration date. Hair dyes don't last forever, and using them past their shelf life can actually damage your hair or scalp. PJ Randawa, NBC5 responds.